Guys, it's Melissa. In this video, I am going to show you step by step exactly how to make super high profit acrylic earrings. So what if I told you that I made 25 sets of earrings out of these two by two pieces of sample mirror acrylic? These cost a total of $4. You will be able to sell these earrings at such a high margin. And when you see how easy this is, you are gonna be like, okay, hands down, I need to add them to my shop. In this video, we are gonna go step by step on exactly how I did this in order to maximize that profit. So let's make some earrings. So the first thing that you want to do is actually pick out your acrylic. So I'm making Christmas earrings, so I am using some mirror acrylic. These 2x2s are perfect for this. They are the key to this. So pick the one that you want, and then what you are going to do is you can have two different options. So first, you can either take some painter's tape and mask the back, mask the front, and then slice off the extra. So this is going to protect the front from any smudges or anything while you're cutting. You should take off the plastic that comes with it when you're cutting the mirror, okay? And you should cut from the back. So I have it masked here. I've also cut with it unmasked, and I'll show you what I do with that in a minute. Regardless, you're then going to put it into your laser bed. So I'm using the xTool P2. It's a CO2 laser, which you will need for mirror acrylic. Now, once you do this, now you are going to hop over to xTool Creative Space. You want to be able to see your shape in there. This is super, super important. Okay, so once you're in here, now this is what you're seeing, right? So you're going to refresh, click refresh, and that's going to give you the current frame. Then what I like to do is click close shot. And what that's going to do is it's going to bring the camera directly over top of your small 2x2 piece of acrylic. Now, the reason that I like to do this is because it gives you an actual view as opposed to a fisheye view, which can be a little bit off. And that's really important when you are dealing with having all of these little tiny pieces that are going to take up every little, I want to say square inch of this, but really like every piece of surface of this, okay? All right, now I already have a file that fits on here, okay? So if you already have a file that fits on here, you can go up to file and then import your image, okay? And so when I do that, this is what I get, and my file comes in and it fits perfectly. Now, let me zoom in so you can see. My guess is that if you are watching this video, this might be the first time that you're doing this. So how do you set this up? There's two different ways that you can set this up, right? So I'm going to move this out of the way so that we can talk about this. So let's say you only have one of these images in here, okay? And you want to make a set. Now, first of all, you need an even number. So you need to make sure you don't want to cut 15. You need to either cut 14 or 16. But what I want you to think about is each one of these trees represents anywhere from like $6 to $8. Okay, so you can sell these actually even more. I would say probably $6 to $9. So you can sell these sets for $12 to $18 depending on your market, depending on your area. So you want to be really, really strategic about how you place them. And that's why having the close shot right over top is going to give you the best opportunity, because you can get this. And I'm zooming in on my computer. I'm also using the zoom down at the very bottom of here, okay, so that I can get as close as possible. So what I'm doing is I am getting this as close as possible, and then I am going to duplicate. So I will just copy, paste, and then I'm going to rotate. And with the trees specifically, they nest really, really well. So you want to be able to do that, okay? So what you're going to see though is when you do that, this top one is cutting off the bottom. So you need to just be careful in how you are arranging them. And again, this is why I already have a file, because I did this once and I was like, okay, I spent 10 or 15 minutes arranging this and it was worth it. But what I realized after I did it, so this is my original file here. I'm going to show you. Pulled this in, and obviously I had another one right here. Okay, so this represents 10 sets of earrings. Okay, so we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. That can't be right. This represents 10 sets of earrings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 3. Okay, I had 21. So what I recognized was I could actually fit more. And so I arranged it again, but what I realized was, like, first of all, I need room for at least one more, right? So if I scoot this down and I try to fit one more, let's just say we try to fit one more up here, and it's like it's just not really working, although this would probably work. What we can do, remember, we get to decide how big these earrings are. So what you're going to notice is that this set of earrings is actually slightly, ever so slightly smaller than the original, because what I did was I took this and I just shrunk it a little teeny bit to give myself enough room, and I actually was able to cut 12 sets of earrings, 24 little trees on one piece of 2x2 acrylic. Okay, so it's really, really important that you do that. Now, once you get it all set up, you're going to go over to cut, and I just use the 1A 3mm red acrylic, and it works perfectly fine. Again, I didn't even mirror this because these trees look basically the same from front to back. From either side, they're pretty symmetrical. So I didn't even bother to mirror them, but you are cutting from the back, so be aware of that, okay? All right, so turn your fan on, or your air assist, turn your filter on, and then send this to cut. Now, this literally takes about 3 minutes to cut. And as you can see, I used every little piece of this material. Now, what I was thinking when I masked it was, oh, this is going to help me to keep all of this material together. It did in some ways, but when I picked it up, some of them still fell out. But for the most part, at least they didn't fall completely to the bottom of my laser, which you can see needs to be cleaned anyway. All right, so now not only do I have them, I can just pop them into my hand, but I can also go forward with the next step, which is to put the backs on. And since I need glue, that mask protects the front of the acrylic while the glue dries. Now, here's the other method. This first set, as I said, I did not cut with a mask on, and it cut fine. Once I had them on my table and all pulled out of that gold piece of mirror acrylic, which I will link to in the description below because that is just gorgeous and you really need to get yourself some of that. What I did was I took a 3-inch piece of masking tape or painter's tape, and I just put it over all of them so that I could flip them over. And this works the exact same way as mask, except it's actually easier this way because you're picking them all up. And what I realized was when I was going through and putting the glue on the back of all of them and then putting the backs on the back of all of them, having them stuck to this piece of tape made it so that when I put the glue down and put the backing on there, the piece didn't slide around. The earring didn't slide around. So I actually prefer this method as opposed to masking beforehand, but you could do a combination of both, right? So you could mask before while you're then cut, and then use a second piece of tape to work off of when you were gluing. Now, I am not a patient person. This glue needs to cure for 24 hours, and I'm one of those people that was like, let me tempt fate here and see if 30 minutes is good enough. Yeah, it's not. I'm here to tell you it's not. So once you do this, I know you're going to be anxious because I was. You're gonna need to wait, and then you are done. Seriously, it could not be faster, it could not be easier, and there is no margin. I mean, there is no other craft that has a margin like this. You can literally turn this $2 piece of acrylic sample into up to $200. I mean, it's unbelievable. If you put these on little cards and style them really well, you'll get as high of a profit as you can when you are selling these. So here's the thing, I'm doing these as Christmas trees. I also did them as little Christmas lights, but you can do these, you can do hearts, you could do clovers, you could do Easter eggs, you could do whatever you want for all different types of holidays, seasons. If you have a sports team, whatever, you can really customize this. The key is these little samples, and I have a whole separate video on why this is such a high profit craft to add to your laser shop. If you are looking for more tips, tricks, and tutorials on what I use acrylic samples for, I have a video on that as well. If you're looking for one-on-one personalized same-day help, I offer that through Silhouette You. You can use the code YouTube to get a discount when you join, and I will link to that in the description below as well.